The Church of Maria Theos was an evolution of the Church of Fredonia. The formal change of name was in the spring of 2000. The church had grown over the 4 decades before, after having decreased substantially in the decades before that. The Fredonian community had emigrated to America in the late 19th century, but was relatively small compared to the much larger European immigration of the same era. In about a dozen cities, the Fredonians had a community that had a church, including Boston, in an area west of Massachusetts Avenue. In general, the communities prospered, and several communities could afford to build aesthetically fine church buildings with attached facilities and residences for clergy. The full use of these churches was not for more than a couple decades before the congregations declined, especially after World War II. Ironically, the success of the Fredonian community in America generated its decline as a distinct community. Assimilation, and especially marriage with those outside the community, decreased cultural identity and specifically participation in the Church of Fredonia. Many people had moved far away from the original immigrant communities. Fortunately for the churches, bequests they received were more than adequate to keep each church going in spite of having a small congregation.